I have been selling this book, Zanazli and Wan Chun Hong's Guide to Indie Filmmaking, which is published by MPH, for a while now. It's a really good book if you want to be a filmmaker, whether it's for YouTube, social media, TV, film, cinema, whatever. This is the book to get. I'm going to make it more accessible and more affordable to all of you because I believe that everybody needs to become a filmmaker. The more filmmakers we have in the world, I think this world will be a better place to live in. Now it's available as an electronic book download on my website. I'm going to link it here. It's really cheap, it's really affordable. It's only 5 ringgit if you want to get the ebook version. Okay, 5 ringgit. It doesn't really cost much, right? It's just a little bit of something for me. I mean, it did take a lot of work to write. Each chapter of this book talks about one part of the filmmaking process. And for each chapter as well, I interview a local filmmaker. It's only 5 ringgit. It's only 5 ringgit. Okay, you are watching and listening to the Fat Bidin Film Club, and I'm assuming I'm Zanazli.
And I'm Shelley Bustawan.
And as usual, every week we watch a local film and we review it, or whatever week we want to do it lah. This time around, we're watching a film that is on a streaming platform. Which streaming platform is it on?
Movie.
You sure?
Yes.
Disney Plus?
No, I'm absolutely sure it's a movie.
Netflix?
No, it's
iFlix?
movie.
View?
It's movie.
Okay. Hulu?
It's movie.
Amazon Plus? Amazon Prime?
It's gonna be more than 1 minute.
Okay, so what is it called?
Mencari Rahmat.
Mencari Rahmat. Okay.
We watched the film.
We watched the film Mencari Rahmat. Now, this film is directed by
Al-Jafri.
Al-Jafri.
Oh, Yusuf.
Yes. And it's actually, it stars some of our favorite people.
Namron.
Amirul Effendi.
Adibano. And Nadia Akila.
Sharifah Mani.
And some bro that used to be your student.
Oh, Eric Fuzi. He was my student when I was teaching at Aswara long time ago.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Eric? Say hi.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, tell us about. It's an older movie, right?
Yeah.
It's quite a dated film.
Yes.
Not that dated, but not a current film also
Not
lah.
a current film, but now it's been released on the streaming platform, so everybody can watch it lah.
Yes.
A couple of weeks ago, we reviewed Fundamentally Happy, which was a play that was turned into a film, and then we also talked about Mencari Rahmat, which is also a play that has then been turned into a film.
What play is it, my dear?
Mencari Rahmat.
Oh, Mencari Rahmat is actually a play?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
What do I know, man? I am just a non-intellectual.
Yes. So the intellectual part of this is
bourgeois people.
Mencari Rahmat is inspired by Oscar Wilde's The Importance of Being Earnest. So if you are an intellectual like me,
you would know it,
and not like Zad.
But if you're,
when you watch Mencari Rahmat, you would already see the similarities.
If you're a street guy like me,
you can be
know.
Intellectually street also.
Oh man, okay. Anyway, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So what's the film about?
All right. So
that's it lah. It's what?
Yeah. So the film is an adaptation of and the importance of being earnest. And it's about this guy who's pretending to be Namron, whose name is actually Raza, who's pretending to be Rahmat, because he's in love with this rich girl, Rose, she's in love with Rose, and then he has a ward named Ratna. That he's taking care of, and he is then found out by Rose's cousin, who's Adibano's nephew, who's played by Amirul Effendi, whose name is Azman. That he's actually not Rahmat. His name is not Rahmat, and his name is actually Raza. And Azman then finds out where Ratna lives, and goes to Ratna's place and tries to. And falls in love with her lah, basically. And he also goes under the guise of being Rahmat. So basically Rahmat does not actually exist. And that's the entire premise of the show lah.
Because you're pretending to be him, right?
They're all basically pretending to be Rahmat. And then it eventually comes out that, oh, actually Rahmat doesn't exist.
Because they are not earnest. He's not earnest.
Yeah.
In wanting to...
cukup Rahmat.
Oh.
Yeah, but then right at the end, we find out that somebody is actually named Rahmat in the show.
Oh.
So, yeah. So that's basically the film.
So intellectual.
So let's go into the review.
Okay, look, we forgot to mention that another one of the actors or cast member is my favorite leading man, Azman Hassan.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, one of the supporting actors.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, now let's go into what we thought of the show. Okay, I'm gonna go first because I actually really liked it. I don't really watch a lot of Malay plays or any actually, really. When do we ever go to watch a Malay play?
I used to watch a lot of Malay plays. I don't know why.
When do we ever go and watch Malay plays?
I don't know.
Exactly. So I don't usually go watch Malay plays. So I kind of appreciated the language and everything. And I felt like even though it was a play adapted into a film, the style and the direction of it was actually much nicer than, you know, say Fundamentally Happy.
More nicer.
More nicer. It
Yeah.
was, I said much nicer.
Yeah, but
okay.
it should be more nicer because
Okay.
I'm not intellectual.
Okay, fine. It was the more nicest.
More nicer,
Of
more nicer,
the two.
better. More better, nicer.
Yeah. And it's funny. And of course, I mean, An Importance of Being Earnest is actually a comedy.
Okay.
And they really brought in the comedy in a very localized way, which I thought was really, really nice. And as usual, Amirul Effendi and Namran were fantastic. Adibano also fantastic. Sharifah Amani, Nadia Akila, all great lah. The only thing I really didn't, I was a little bit uncomfortable with was the fact that Namron falls in love with Nadia Akila, Rose, because the age difference is so big, I felt. And it looked a little bit awkward, I felt. You know, like, what's the age difference there? Maybe 13 years? Yeah, so
No, but
that was a bit uncomfortable for me.
Isn't that the case for a lot of rich old Malay men?
I don't
They
know.
constantly look for this.
But he's not rich. Oh, he's not supposed to be rich.
He is rich.
Is he rich?
Yeah, he's rich. He was
Because he's
adopted by
supposed
a
to be an
rich.
imposter.
Yeah, imposter as
Yeah,
Rahmat
like a
only, but he
loner
really
imposter.
is rich. You know, yeah,
Yeah.
and comes from a rich family and all that.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, so that was the only part that felt a little bit unnatural to me and a little bit weird. But overall, I really liked how it was done, and I wasn't bored. I was pretty engaged throughout the entire thing, and I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. I know why some people would find that it's actually kind of dry or kind of boring. But I didn't. I liked it, and you know, it was nice. Over to you.
That's the least amount of words that you've ever said of a film.
What? No. I said not less things.
Well, it's better than Fundamentally Happy, definitely. Fundamentally Happy was just basically a play shot on video. This one, although it's still an adaptation of a play, there were parts that I felt was too much like a play also. But then there were also parts that actually kind of worked, and the conversation was, it felt great. You know, and you could get you could actually go with the flow of the conversation, you know, and I liked it, especially the scene, because every scene is just a conversation, right, from between one character and another. My favorite conversations were the conversation that Sharifah Amani had with Rose, right, in Penang, when they were talking, and then they were talking about who they were in love with, this Rahmat guy, and then they started fighting, and then in the end they became sisters, you know, in solidarity of each other or whatever. You know, I like that conversation. Adiba No's conversation with Rahmat, with Namron, was I thought was also very nice to listen to.
Which one? The beginning one?
No, a little bit of the beginning one and the end one, when they were already in Penang, when they had discovered who Rahmat really is and who's the imposter and all that, right? I like that. I like the conversation that Azman Hassan had with who's that veteran actress?
Is it Fauzia Nawi? No.
Yes. Yeah, right. So that was great. They had this chemistry between them, you know, and I liked it. That was funny, you know. And there were scenes between Azman and Namron, as in Amirul Effendi and Namron. They were also quite funny. But yeah, so as you can see from my overall explanation of how I was receiving this movie was that it's a 50-50 thing. Right? It's okay in certain parts, not so okay in certain parts. It was funny in certain parts, yet also a little bit pretentious kind of funny for me. And I don't know. It's yeah. There's nothing really much I can say about the.
So how do you feel about it?
50-50
like
lah.
50-50
Can watch it. Nah.
No,
don't
we haven't
watch
got to
it,
that
never
part
mind.
yet.
I know, but that's my feeling, and there's nothing much to say about it. If anything, yeah lah, maybe a little bit of this localized elements are put into the film, where you talk about a Malay man, you know, rich old Malay man want to look for a really younger sexy girl, you know, that kind of thing, and there's a little bit of drama going on.
Well, I would say
I don't know.
I would say watch it. I think it was really good, and I think we're always talking about how we need to have different types of films
Sure.
in the industry, and you know, it cannot always just be the same types of films. I think this is kind of a nice breakthrough. I can understand why you're 50-50 about it, because it's a bit it could have been done better in a way, but it's also not that bad. So I would say, you know, give it a chance and watch it, because it could be 50-50. You could like it or not like it. It could go either way. But it's not a terrible film lah, which, you know, can be said for a lot of films that we have reviewed also that are just downright bad. But this one I don't think was actually bad. It was actually done quite well. Like Yala, you said some parts were still a bit, you know, playish, but I thought that the style that it was done in was actually quite well. So I would say watch it.
I would say it's a good attempt. Watch it also okay. Don't watch it also, you're not going to miss anything. I don't know. I still like how Gedebe was done from a play into a film. You know, and that would be kind of like my benchmark for local plays turned into film lah. Even though Gedebe is also an adaptation of a more of a Western Shakespeare play, right? Right? But it was really, really localized. I don't know.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with creating something that is local and also sophisticated.
I never said there was anything wrong to it, but you've got to do it in the right way so that it doesn't feel like. To me, it felt a little bit pushing the pretentiousness lah.
Oh, I thought it was alright.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, you know, and I also think that plays need to be plays, films lah. You know. Yeah, and if they want to make it into a film, adapt it to a film instead of shooting it like a play. You know, if it's conversations, adapt the conversations to film conversations. You know, yeah, instead of like play or theater conversations. That's me. So yeah.
Okay.
Watch it.
Okay.
She says
so
watch it.
Watch
I
it.
say either way.
Maybe don't watch it.
Yeah.
Up to you.
you
Let us know
lah.
what you think if you've seen it. Let us know what you think if you actually decide to watch it.
It was actually shot quite nice though. It looked beautiful.
Yes, it is very beautiful. So
But then the houses that it was shot in looked like show houses. Like real
some
estate
development
show
in
houses.
Seremban or something.
Then that again gave me more of like a play theater
Setting.
feeling, you
It
know,
was
yeah.
a real setting.
Yeah.
So like this video. Don't like this video. Subscribe to all our social media channels at Bidin.
Comment.
Comment.
Yeah,
let us know what else
think.
to watch.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think.
Cinemas are gonna be open soon.
We're very excited.
We're gonna go and watch.
Hopefully local films will
Yeah.
also be shown in the cinemas again. I'll go to fatbidin.com to get everything.
Follow us on all our social media
We already
platforms.
said that.
Oh, at Fatbidin. And
Go to Fatbidin Media
fatbidin.com
to get everything.
You've been watching and listening to the Fatbidin Film Club. I'm assuming I'm Zan Azli.
And I'm Cheryl Ibstaman.